largest symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hami Media Group.
I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
This is NeXT.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Next Level Podcast.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever you're listening to this or whenever you're watching this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who I am the reporter, the people, the man with the plan, Big Ray, here to stay to talk some lucha libre, which is your Spanish lesson for wrestling today. Listen, guys, I got to tell you something. I got home really fucking late, okay? I am exhausted. I literally woke up and it hurt. I punched my bed. That's how tired I am, but it's fine. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not alone. Oh, I'm never alone. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the one and the only. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the 3-time Pillsbury Doughboy, backyard, rooftop.
I was born with the mic in my hand. Then I took it from Medina to the SI land.
Light heavyweight United States Tag Team Champion of the world. He's a Rip Rogers guy. He is the one, the only, Jamie, the Vet Williams. Jamie, what the fuck is popping, homie?
Shit, man.
I don't like that music.
I'm the champion of the backyard and the world and the United States.
Yeah, it's like every backyard in the world.
It's like your prestigious champion grows just as the announcer's saying the belt that you have.
It's unbelievable, bro.
It's great.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. You good?
I'm fucking tired, dude. Like I said,
Oh, all right. Well, enough about you. More about me.
Shit. All right. So how you doing?
Great. Just got home from work, kicked off the old boots, and sat down to talk about this horse shit. I hope you got a 7 or 8 count, Ray, because
I do
this.
We're gonna run through
this.
You know what it was? You know what it was?
What was it?
Yeah, well, that's disgusting.
Just for you, my friend. Oh my god, dude. This was not fun. This was not fun to watch. Oh god. Anyway, you know what? You know what it is fun? Interacting with our live chat here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here live every single Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you can head over to channelattitude.com, guys, to catch all the replays. And also Hami Media on Patreon. Patreon.com/Hami Media Group. Vet, who is in the chat right now, my friend?
All right, so I'm going to run it down, this list of participants, and if your name doesn't appear, it's YouTube's fault, so don't blame me if I leave you out. We love you anyway. But of course you got Canada Spaceman. You got to have Frank's Pickle Barrel Ass if you want to do a show on HMG. You got to have Gam Wolfers, Homeboy 88, J12, the man Cujo, Lizbeth is here, Mike Martin's here, Scott Woodford is here, and Nobody Worth Remembering is here. And I got to do a special shout out for Nobody Worth Remembering, Ray, and I'll tell you why. I want to bring him in on this a little bit because he, as a genius himself, has taken my advice and started watching New Japan, or at least sampled it.
Oh God, would you stop?
What do you mean? This is I thought you were a man of the people, Ray. I thought you were a man of the people, Ray, and the people are speaking. Are you going to deny the voice of the people? So, anyways, I just like while we're kind of just setting up shop and everything like that. I'd like Nobody to kind of take some time in the chat and explain like what is it that he enjoyed about it. He said that he started watching it and that I was right and that it is good, and I'd like to hear what his thoughts were about it. What did he like about it? What did he not like? I was interested to hear his thoughts.
We also have Disco L Swayze and Scott Woodford, who just jumped into the chat.
I said Scott Woodford.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yo, dude, why would you say what you said about me on the Impact Attack?
What'd I say?
You know what you said.
I said conflicting things about you on the Impact Attack based on who's around at the given time. Which thing are you, true. Which thing are you talking about? What'd I say?
You said, so first and foremost, Billy Gay Valentine gets on, right? And he says that, or one of you guys said that I Google the American Dragon Bryan Danielson.
That was him.
Okay, so that's stupid, and I'll explain to you why. So Billy Ray Valentine knows I was covering Impact Wrestling like pretty much from the very beginning. I think he put that over, right? Then I started actually covering it on video and stuff for Bill Apter around 2009, if I'm correct. Okay, this is before Aces and Eights and all this other shit, or maybe around that time. Who knows? During that time, the indie scene was super hot. So I was absolutely, positively, unequivocally watching a little bit of everything. What the fuck is that? It sounds like a plane is taking off, or you're not hearing that.
Oh, that's my laptop struggling to breathe.
Wow, that thing is hot.
All right, but if you could just not derail the show to sell all this kind of stuff and just stick to your story.
So anyway, with all that being said, I knew who Bryan Danielson was way well before. I don't Google shit, and I actually, I'm proud of the fact that I feel like I have an extensive knowledge of professional wrestling. So here's the deal: to prove myself, Vet, I will allow you or anyone in the chat, without using my phone, to ask me anything about wrestling, and I can give you an answer. Might not be right all the time, but I know enough. I don't Google shit like that, dude. Of course I know who Bryan Danielson is. Of course. Like
I think Billy Ray's point was that you condescended to him as if he did not know
no.
Who he only knew Daniel Bryan from the WWE. That is his main point of what he was saying.
Well, he's wrong.
Okay. Well, take it up with him.
Hold on. I gotta be right back. Just I know it's very important. Somebody's knocking on the door. Give me a second.
It's another package for Ray. Okay. So, anyways, as nobody has answered my question, I will read it out loud here. He says, I like the fact that the wrestlers there look like wrestlers, that you have heels and baby faces, and that they make it feel like a genuine sport, unlike American companies who make a joke out of it. Well, shit, I don't think I could have summed it up better myself, nobody. So thank you for that synopsis for everyone. That is the thing. If you are interested in a sports-based presentation, not what Tony Khan said that he was going to give you, but a real something that looks like a sport, you might want to give it a try. If you like, supernatural dolls and cartoon characters and stuff like that, I guess you can sit and try to choke this stuff down every week too. But
was I opining?
Oh.
It's a word you use. I don't even know what it means.
Yeah. Well, you can look that up on your phone. Rad Rob has a question.
Oh, Rad Rob can go. No.
Ray, why does AEW suck so much?
How do I block him?
I don't know. You got the tools over there. I don't know. Rad Rob has made it a mission in life to just rail against AEW.
It's all right.
For whatever reason.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not good. It's not bad. All wrestling is bad now, dude. Except for Impact Wrestling, apparently, but nobody watches.
No, it's bad.
It's bad. Okay, so it's bad too.
Impact is bad, but it has bright spots, which I think that's what helps some of the talent stand out there is it being bad. You know, like we talk about Moose all the time. Moose this, Moose that, Moose. And if we were to see Moose go somewhere else, they don't care. They're just going to ruin him. So it's a sad state where it's kind of dependent on staying where you are to look good, and not get lost in the shuffle.
You know what? I agree with Colin here. Stop putting Rad Rob over. He thinks his Monday show is better than Impact. Yeah, Rad Rob, you're crap. I do have to put Rad Rob over real quick. So it's not very often that I share podcasts with people that I work for or work with. But I got to tell you something. They really like the 80s reviews. They liked your show, my MTV show. It got over. but it's still not better than the Impact Attack. Sorry to tell you that.
I mean, I appreciate you saying that. We do our best.
Your best is good. You know what I like the best about it?
What's that? When you come on, possibly under the influence of something?
I was not. I was just really tired. No,
I said possibly.
Oh,
That's what the possibly is for.
I like when Brandon just sits there for 35 minutes and nobody goes to him. All you hear is...
Well, do you like when we do go to him and you'd be lucky to get 35 seconds?
Well, you have to draw it out, man. This is not your fault. This is Colin's fault because Colin is the host of the show. You have to learn how to direct, and you have to learn how to pull the most out of people. You know what? I could bring Brandon on here, and he could run the show.
I don't know about that. I wouldn't try it. I will say that Colin... I'm the secret director of the Impact Attack because Colin just reads the results, and a lot of the time, and one time, a couple weeks ago,
what a loser!
I had the whole format down, and I basically ran the whole thing. So he didn't even want to be on screen. I was like, "No, Colin, be on screen. Come on, this isn't the A show."
How you do a video show? Oh, speaking of the A show, thank you for reminding me, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming. It is going to be.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Aaron, I was gonna call him Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Stevens, not that fucking loser, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Stevens was on Facebook Live, and I had reminded him. And yes, we're gonna have the whole we're gonna have the Festivus poll. You know, like what you need to do to celebrate Festivus.
It's been a while since I've seen that episode, but
I'm gonna Google it right now. But but off the top of my head,
it's not a wrestling question, so
I haven't
Google this.
I haven't Googled yet, but let me see. What do you need to do to celebrate Festivus? Let's see if it gives me.
Here's a summary from CNN. How to celebrate Festivus in 5 easy steps. 1. Get a Festivus poll. 2. Prepare a Festivus dinner. 3. Air your grievances. 4. Join in the feats of strength. And 5. Call all slightly non-routine events Festivus miracles.
That's pretty fucking cool. We can do that. But how do you do a feat of strength on a virtual show?
I don't know. You just got to rip a phone book, and we're gonna have to trust you, like, not to gimmick it beforehand. Nobody wants to know why Kenta. He wants to know why Kenta is in New Japan when he looks like a twig compared to Tama Tonga, Jeff Cobb, and everyone else on the show. Because Kenta's great. You have to go watch his promos now.
Who's that old angry delivery guy that's wrestling for Impact Wrestling now? The Chinese guy. He's like old, and his hair looks all like got jacked up. You guys put him over. No, you guys put him over as a legend. He's from the Korean Championship Wrestling thing that you watch, that you're telling people to watch.
Falaba is, I think, he's Filipino.
Not him. He's not fat. He's short. He's fucking real, like he's homeless strong. You know, like you see homeless people that they're ripped. Chinese guy. What's his name? Suzuki. Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. That guy sucks.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a comment,
He's
Ray.
terrible.
So what do we have on the 8 count today?
Oh God, we do have an 8 count today. We have a lot.
And that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. You can find Big Ray everywhere at Big Ray Hernandez.
You have to understand, dude. I'm trying to, and by the way, we do not encourage you to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling. It is stupid. Right, Vet? Come on. Shoot from the hip.
It's the only real wrestling anymore.
It's the only... Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the 1, the 2, the 3 count.
This is the 3 count with today's biggest stories in pro wrestling, world news, pop culture, sports, and more. And now, back to Big Ray and the Vet.
For the Sesame Street crew.
Yeah, this comes after the children's show explained the COVID vaccine to its young audience.
My granny bird says that since I'm 6 years old, I can get the vaccine.
While Big Bird has been on Sesame Street for decades, his ageless character is supposed to be 6 years old. He announced on Saturday that he's been vaccinated against COVID-19, just days after the CDC director signed off on Pfizer's pediatric vaccine. The announcement quickly drawing backlash. Texas Republican Senator Ted Cruz accusing the bird of, quote, government propaganda. But others were happy to see Big Bird get the shot and thanked the show for discussing it. Some also shared clips from 1972 when Big Bird introduced the concept of vaccination to the show's audience.
Okay, so the vet has leaned out of this, but I got to read this tweet to you guys. This is from Big Bird himself, a fictional 7-foot pigeon. I got the COVID-19 vaccine today. My wing is feeling a little sore, but it'll give my body extra protection. Boost that keeps me... listen. Does this really have a place on my kids' TV?
Does it have a place on the Next Level Wrestling podcast?
You know,
let's move it on to Count to Two. Count to Two.
A 60-year-old bird.
1, 2, 2 count.
Who identifies as a 6-year-old. What is this?
I mean, that ain't even Big Bird, bro. That's not the guy.
Dude, I think we have... Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the founder of Hami Media Group. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only... Oh, fuck.
Y'all are infidels.
Dude. How did you get in this chat, this call? I sent the link to Ben.
The wrong Ben Hameen, you moron. What's up, Vet?
Oh, hey, how's it going?
This is so stupid.
How's it going, Doc?
No, it's take off my pants and jacket time.
Jesus.
I got you.
Yeah.
Did you... Colin, seriously, like we're live. How you just gonna jump on? Without telling me, without just... And how did you get the link? Seriously.
Billy Ray Valentine sent it to me.
I didn't send
it.
He
said he got it from Professor, who said he got it from A-Track, who said he got it from Fame Black, who said he got it from Brandon.
But nobody got anything from Brandon. He doesn't even talk. 46 minutes on the show, and all I heard was...
That's their favorite part.
That's your fault. This is your fault, Colin. Do you hear the vet's laptop from 1962? It's just booting up.
I hear his fan all the time.
Take off that mask. Are you gonna leave that thing on? Why are your eyes so swollen?
I just woke up.
Like I could see. Vet, can you not see how swollen he looks? Like Mike Tyson. Yeah, like he has little beady eyes. You know, we were just talking about Big Bird telling kids to get vaccine. So the vet doesn't want to touch it, so I'm wondering if maybe you could voice your opinion on it. I think it's pretty fucking stupid. Not that I disagree or agree with getting the vaccine as your fucking choice, but I think it's kind of like pushing shit on 4-year-olds. But what do you think?
4-year-olds with HBO.
Yeah, we shouldn't push it on 4-year-olds.
Okay, this story's fucking going nowhere. All right, so
Thank you.
It is what it is. I mean, you guys fucking stink.
I mean, there's a
no. The story stinks, Ray.
Yeah,
I don't want.
There's nothing to say about it. You're basically talking. You're putting an NXT skit on this fucking show.
I don't want
Frank is pissed.
Wrestling all the time. All the time is wrestling. I want to switch it up every once in a while, but no worries. I have 8 wrestling stories here. Are you cool with that?
They ain't gotta all be wrestling.
God fucking damn. Finn Balor is fucking hurt. He's not gonna wrestle. There's nothing more.
His feelings are injured from having to do a job to Xavier Woods after being in a program with Roman Reigns.
Arn Anderson buries the one thing that makes him popular. He says, and I quote, "I have never carried a gun on my person." Why are you face palming?
Because that just made Arn Anderson not cool by 1,000%.
Right? Like, isn't that fucked up? Vet, I got to send a link to something. Stand by. Keep talk about it.
What? What? Arn Anderson said on a podcast that he doesn't carry a gun around with him?
Never carried a gun.
I know, because I listened to it. It was on the Arn show. I listened to him say it. That's what he should have said.
Ruin the mystique of Arn Anderson for you?
If you believe that he did and that wasn't just a promo, you're a fucking mark anyway.
I mean, you don't believe that a guy, you know, a Caucasian American, primarily from fucking Georgia, would carry a gun everywhere with him? My family, they're not fucking white, and they carry guns all the time. They're from Georgia.
Well, you could, but you could have just also assumed that he was just doing a wrestling promo when he said it, and everybody went crazy making memes about it. I mean, I really don't see how this mystique is now ruined. The mystique was ruined when he started bringing the Waffle House menu to work and then falling off the apron when instead of just telling Cody, no, I'm not going to do that dumb spot. That did more to ruin Arn Anderson's mystique, but as far as I'm concerned, Arn Anderson's an untouchable legend, so I don't care.
I like what Cujo has to say. He just wants you to think he doesn't have one on him. So
yeah, like what are you supposed to say?
It's a nice like misdirection spot. Like you're gonna come, some Mark is gonna come running, like Cody Rhodes Mark is gonna come running up on Arn, like, yeah, why are you doing that to Cody Rhodes? And then he's gonna pull his gun out.
Hold on, Colin. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, the actual founder of Hami Media, the guy who just will crush you. He'll fucking put you in a fucking Comey clutch and tear your mouth open. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the one.
Man Beast in a body cast, huh?
What? Yes, that too. He is the one, the only, the Ayatollah bin Hameen Yallah. Fuck.
Oh, God damn it.
Fuck.
Yallah. What is this?
What the fuck?
God, how did he get the link?
Fucking shit. What is going on here?
I just want to say hi to the Vet. What's up, Vet?
Oh, hey, Rob. I thought you were going to be Ben Hameen for a second. Or Ted the Man Beast in a body cast.
I mean, I don't know if I got a. I mean, I got my Halloween costume here. If you want me to put that on.
No, you're fine.
Okay. What's up, guys?
Just stop. How did you get the link to the show?
Benjamin.
Why would he do that?
How did Colin get here?
I already explained how I got the link. I got it from Billy Ray Valentine, who got it from the Professor, who got it from A-Track Brown, who got it from Fame Black.
This is bullshit.
I hacked in. Hacker Hameen taught me his hacking techniques. Yallah.
Oh, shut up. I am so fucking angry right now.
What are we talking about? Are we in a 3 count still?
It's the 8 count.
Oh, the 8 count. Oh, shit, we got 8. All right, let's go. What we got?
So tell this fucking guy what the...
Apparently, Big Bird has COVID, and
no, look. Oh wait, he got COVID. No, that's good. No, that's a good.
There's a Festivus thing going on apparently that Ray's trying to promote, and
tis the season.
Brandon likes to sit quietly for 30 minutes and just kind of giggle to himself with a hazy camera.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon.
Frank says, Vet, you have to have something better to do with your time.
No, he really doesn't. He's going to be watching New Japan. If not,
you know, I am going to be. You know what, Frank? If you sign up for New Japan World right now, you can watch your favorite Hulk Hogan in some classic matches from the 70s and 80s. What do you think about that, Frank?
I'll tell you what.
Talk some shit now.
I'll tell you what I think about that.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, well, that's disgusting.
Brother.
How do you not get plosives without a fucking windscreen gimmick? There, Rob.
I have the same mic that you have. I just talk better than you do.
Yeah, I don't use my windscreen either.
And nobody does. That's like
that's
2000,
yeah. 2020 COVID era
ish.
Did you guys even fucking watch NXT?
What's NXT?
Is that the show where the guy wears the straw hat and rides on boats in the ocean?
I feel like the funky neon colors and shit. Yeah, it's like the 80s. It's like 2.0 or something.
I legit have bet. I have no idea what the fuck is going on here. Did you send them? Did you send them the links and shit?
Come on.
We already told you how we got the links.
Come on.
This is gonna be the longest show in the history of the show, by the way.
Not really. We've had longer.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
You fucking asshole. I hate you.
Which one?
Rob. Since you're here, Rob.
Yep. What's up?
So you said that your show was 10 times better than fucking Impact Attack, and you were burying the vet. So now you're here.
No. Well, hold on. I never buried.
That's what Colin said. That is what Colin said. Colin said that you were burying the vet, and you said he had a small penis.
You did.
I know he
doesn't.
doesn't.
He had a small penis.
All right, I did say that, but I did. Look, that's just calling it the way I see it. Vet is ratings.
Never seen
Vet,
it.
are you showing people your penis?
Absolutely not.
Look, Vet doesn't have any championships. That's all I said. He doesn't currently hold any championships.
How do you know?
Currently, no. No, I don't.
No, see, he doesn't. He said it.
Yeah, but when you win a championship, you hold it as a trophy. Behind that fucking flag gimmick, he's got fucking walls full of belts hanging off of his fucking
His
wall.
wall looks like the Ultimo Dragon picture.
Right.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Who's Ultimo Dragon?
Google it, Ray.
Is it the black guy?
I got my Christmas sweater on. My Nakatomi Plaza Christmas sweater on.
Greatest.
You know what I got?
movie ever.
You know what shirt I'm wearing? Take a look at this, guys. See if you remember this. Stand by.
Oh, you can't. No, I can't see it. No, I can only see the referee. I can't see who else is with him.
You can fucking see it, Vet. NXT 2.0 has decided, well, from the word is that they decided to drop Takeover. They are not using that name anymore. Takeover is dead as of 2021. The next pay-per-view is going to be War Games, and that's it. It's not going to be Takeover. The Takeover name is gone. Do you think that's a smart move?
Is anything they're doing a smart move?
Well, we can go around the round table here, starting with the turtle. And apparently, Colin, you said something about that Rob will push the vet up against the wall with his shell.
Yeah,
turtles
because
are
Rob's
weird.
a turtle person. He'll use his shell to squish the vet.
I no longer identify as a turtle. I've already publicly said that.
Rob is secretly Billy Ray Valentine's favorite chimera, not Mandir.
That's true. No, he's right about that.
Well, you know what? At least we get put over here. Canada Spaceman. Well, at least this review show is 1,000,000 billion trillion times better than Monday Night Raw. Anything. That's not. Is that even like a backhanded compliment?
With decimal fractions of the viewership, we're just a way better product.
Vet, that's like WrestleMania. That's like WWE saying, we're not going to do WrestleMania no more. Is that kind of like the same thing, or?
Oh, I mean, a little bit, but not quite. I mean, Takeover has a sort of a reputation with those fans, but what's the difference? I mean, people can call their wrestling shows whatever they want. You can call it Takeover, you can call it WrestleMania, you can make it 2 nights or 3 nights. You can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, all they're doing is putting on a series of wrestling matches. So who cares what you call it anymore? The whole business is oversaturated with guys having wrestling matches, and whatever you name it is of no consequence. Even think back to like the when the WWF would have those those in between pay-per-views, like the No Mercies and the Bad Bloods, right. And do you really look at like those as a special event? Do you say like, oh man, I can't wait for Bad Blood this year because they're gonna do a blood thing? Like they have no identity to those pay-per-views. So you're just naming it, whatever. Takeover really means nothing. It was just one way for NXT to put on a show and sort of have their little. As we see that the Doctor has added Macho Man glasses to his.
Rob, I'm going to jump to you, Rob. Besides the fact that I'm not too sure about this whole NXT Takeover thing, name change thing, but I'm going to start off with this question: is it any more possible for Colin to look any more stupid than what he does right now?
It is possible. Yes.
Okay.
If
he takes everything off.
Yeah.
So if he just like takes off the mask, pulls the hood off, takes the glasses off.
This is actually the best he's ever looked that I've ever seen.
I can't disagree with you. I can't hear him at all, but it doesn't matter. Maybe he's talking Spanish.
He looks Spanish-ish.
Frank
Anyway.
wants to talk New Japan now.
That's
what you've done to this show.
This is a goddamn car wreck.
Takeover. Like Vet says, does it really matter what you call it? I mean, you could put I could take a dump in a box. What's that Tommy Boy joke?
He says
I could take a dump in a box and call it guaranteed, but
yeah. Well, that's but what's weird about it, Ray, right, is that all that the WWE likes to push in your face and put themselves over with is their branding and marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, why take something away? You know what I mean? Like, why are they doing the one thing that they like to lord over everybody with?
Do you think it has anything to do with the fact that NXT takeovers, the reason why they're taking the takeover name away is possibly because everybody knows that at the end of every month or every other month, that takeovers are always so much better than the main roster pay-per-views. They're known to be better. You know what I'm saying? Colin?
No, it's a rebranding. They're NXT 2.0 now. Why are you trying to still be NXT 1.0 with the names of your pay-per-views? They're changing everything. They're
Oh,
gonna
baby.
pay-per-views.
Sorry, I hit that by mistake. Say that again. I hit that by mistake. I really did.
they're trying to take everything away that
Whoa, baby. I'm sorry, what happened?
They're trying to take everything that Triple H built. And kind of disassociate themselves with the previous brand. But if they're gonna do Halloween Havocs and all this shit, just name that your fucking monthly pay-per-view or whatever, or every quarter.
Not left.
They're going to be NXT is actually going to become WCW 2.0. They're going to bring back Halloween Havoc. They're going to do Starrcade,
Great American Bash.
They're going to have RoboCop and the Mummy come out.
Oh, that'd be badass.
Yeah.
Would it be badass? Anyway.
No, it would not.
Medium 5 says, or they're thinking Takeover is too hostile of a name and they're being politically correct. That's actually pretty funny, Vet. What do you think?
Oh, so this is Joe Gacy's idea to take over. Does this stop
Don't do
it?
that.
Stop it.
Stop. Colin, stop. Stop it.
Sorry.
Ray, is one of the 8 counts, because this would be a good transition.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is one of the 8 counts about the 18 people that got cut from the company this week?
I mean, it's been covered, but we can definitely talk about it. No, I have one more count. I literally had nothing here.
Can I say something about that real quick, guys? I mean, I don't mean to interrupt. I mean,
you give a fuck. Doesn't matter. You just fucking came in the show. I have no idea.
But you did it anyway, Rob?
Yeah, so please.
There's, 72 wrestlers that were released this year.
Preface the first, though. You got a preface in this show.
I don't know what that means. Vet, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take over the host of the show right now. Of the 72 wrestlers that were released this year by Woke Wrestling Entertainment, how many of them are main event draws?
You could argue that nobody under their umbrella is a main event draw.
Fair. Okay. How many could be main event draws in AEW?
You could argue that nobody can be main event draws in AEW. No, I get your point.
You know what I'm saying now? Yeah, like how many millions of people are turning in to watch everybody they released that were main event? Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. I mean, these guys are booked into obscurity.
No, you're right, but this is the thing that people have to understand, though, because you have essentially, they have signed these 72 people, and the majority of those 72 people, they didn't even want. They just didn't want anybody else to have them. So normally in a hostage situation, when the hostages get freed, it's a joyous occasion. Right. But apparently people were like upset about this because nobody wants to be fired. Like, even if you hate your job, when you get fired, you're like, hey, fuck you. That's just the human reaction to it. Even though you didn't want to be there and you spent every waking moment of your life trying to avoid going to your job. Right. So the issue is, why is there no synchronicity between what the WWE wants and what their developmental program is trying to give them? Why did you sign these people, or why did you assign? Hey, Ray, I got a job for you.
What's up?
I want you to find me bunch. Okay, I want you to find me all the best wrestlers in the world for our wrestling company.
Okay, got it.
So go out there, and I trust you. I've given you this job.
Let me text them.
You find the best.
I got him.
And then you bring them back to me. Okay. So Ray goes out there, right?
How can he bring you to you?
He's going to bring me to me. It's a trick. It's a very Twilight Zone-esque thing.
Wait, what was the question? Why would he bring him what?
Try to keep up. Right.
So the point I'm trying to make is, if Ray comes back and gives me, if he signed 10 of the best, 15 of the best, 20 of the best guys that he felt was the best wrestlers or the best people to make the company money,
I just did.
And then when I look at him, even though I gave him the responsibility, he brings these guys to me and I'm like, what is this shit? I don't want any of this. I don't want Lucha House Party. I don't want, this, you know what I mean? It's like, then you shouldn't have asked me to do it. You should have done it yourself. You tell me what you want, and then or you go get it. And the WWE's been doing that. They've been signing up every guy that was ever in Ring of Honor or ever in Evolve or ever in any of these certain companies, and then all of a sudden they just get released like it's a mass exodus, and then they piece it out. They got a few guys walk out at a time, so they don't just have to dump half the roster like immediately. But the question needs to be asked, like, when are they going to actually put people in a position to entrust the future of the company with?
I
If you
actually
don't,
have that answer. Red.
Okay.
I have that answer. Hold on. Wait for it.
Henry Grimes!
Never.
Oh, okay. Well, it was a trick question, and you passed. You passed the trick. So
That's the worst.
That's not the answer. He
I
should
gotta
be
get
the
that
leader
soundbite.
of all your companies.
Vet.
Once again, just being that vet, man. Just doing what vets do.
I got to tell you, I kind of get where you're getting at, and you're right. I think where's that little button there, Rob? That he's right. The little he's right button.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
Please. You're right. I think all in all, with this situation, when NXT would take over, so on and so forth, I think that you, the one that said this, I forgot who said it because I'm fucking all over the place here with 8 people on my screen. I do believe that they are moving away from Triple H's creation, and it's a situation where, just as with Karrion Kross, just like with Bearcat Lee, just like anybody that comes up, EC3, who made himself on the indie scene. These are all creations, the people that they built themselves up, and Vince McMahon thinks that we know better. He knows better what we like better than we do. Than we do. Excuse me. This is that situation over and over and over again, and it's worked for, well, it hasn't really worked, but it's been that way for decades. And I think now it's getting to a point that it's just not working anymore because Vince McMahon is so incredibly out of touch. Like incredibly out of touch. It's like me going to my mom. This is very simple. It's me going to my mom, and my mother's 76 years old. She just literally started using a smartphone. I got her the most simple iPhone SE, which she can work with. But it's like me handing her a Samsung S21 and saying, Mom, I need you to go into the files and send me, this and that. And, you know what I'm saying? Or, Mom, do me a favor. I'm going to send you some video. Can you please break that down, edit it? And she can't wrap her head around this. She's not born and raised in this era. Like, I could tell my son something. My son was born 2008. Smartphones were already a thing in 2008. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't understand a world without smartphones. Mm-hmm. I guess this long-winded answer is basically that Vince McMahon, man, I'm going to make a statement. I want Colin, I want you to jump in. We go back around. Do you genuinely think that this is legit? Like, I've never believed this. People have always said, oh, Impact Wrestling is going to die. I don't think it's going to be around forever. But this is like, WWE is, in my humble opinion, it's never going to be the same. And is it possible that it could eventually just go out of business, or will the old man die and then maybe there'll be a resurgence? What do you think, Colin?
They're going to sell to Disney and or some other big conglomerate that will ride them into the future. Vince McMahon's not about to. He stole this company basically from his dad, and did what he did, made it bigger than anything else. He's so egotistical. He's not about to hand this to Stephanie. He's not about to hand it to Triple H. He's not about to hand it to Shane. We've seen this throughout these years. Look at what he's doing to NXT. NXT was kicking Raw and SmackDown's ass, not necessarily in the ratings, but in terms of drumming up interest for wrestling.
100%.
And what did he do? He sends Bruce and himself down there and puts Triple H on 2-week leave for health reasons. And then all of a sudden, we've got a brand new NXT 2 weeks later after Triple H has been excommunicated from power at NXT. He's like the royal family of the United Kingdom. They used to have power, but now Triple H is just there to look at and for people to worship. Remember that time that Triple H was CEO? He's still CEO of NXT. No, he's not.
I'm gonna kill my own creation.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna inject it with a lethal dose of poison.
But it's smart. It's smart on Vince's point to do that because he's created a universe. And what does Disney do? Disney takes these universes and they proliferate them. Vince has characters.
Vet laughs at you. Vet laughs at you.
Fuck
Vet watches one
Disney wouldn't spend Disney wouldn't spend one thin dime on this shit. There's nothing they can do with it. And
Mickey Mouse will come in and take it away.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yep, exactly.
Do you guys agree with Elizabeth? Rad Rob?
I agree with everything she's ever said.
It's being packaged for sale. This is what all these moves are for. Vet seems not to.
She should be host of the show.
Who? Well, smart person. You're saying it's being packaged for sale. Okay, well, eventually somebody could buy the rights to this.
Hold on, sorry. Look at this. Disney puts WWE on ice.
Right,
yeah, I hope Roman Reigns' Triple X game is on point.
That wins the day.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, you can say they're trying to sell it all you want. Who's gonna buy it? Who the fuck wants to buy it? This shit is embarrassing to the entertainment industry. You know that, right? Like, they want to save people. They want to save people from it. They want to say, like, oh, Dwayne Johnson, you need to get away from that. Oh, John Cena, you don't need to be doing that stuff anymore. They're trying to get people away from it. They don't want a piece of this. This is a lethal dose of poison. You know what I mean?
McMouse. I want ratings. McMouse. Vince McMouse.
That's great.
Will Comcast buy the WWE?
It'll be Disney or NBC Universal.
They do. They have shitty internet.
NBC Universal. Who owns NBC, Colin? You idiot.
You Disney.
Fool.
Not Disney.
Comcast.
Disney owns ABC.
Comcast owns NBC Universal.
You know what, Colin?
I say dummy.
Dummy. Yeah.
That's what you get, Colin.
Sorry, pal.
Hey, Colin, I put over Aaron.
Then you shouldn't have said it.
It's a Festivus miracle.
Yes.
I
Are you
feel
talking
like
about
that's the only one without a
Festivus bit
roadcaster.
that's going to happen on the A Show, December 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, over at twitch.tv/ the A Show with April Hunter and Aaron Stevens, which last night we had a very poop-tacular episode.
And the Vet's going to be there too, right, Vet?
We talked about freezing poop in space.
Sure.
We did an after show for Patreons only where we talked about different poops. We had some poop stories that we all talked about. It was amazing stuff. A highly intellectual conversation on feces over at the A Show, guys. You should go check that out.
So, Vet, if you're WWE,
what you gonna do
at this point?
They're just gonna do what they keep doing, and I think once McMahon actually kicks the bucket, then they can start talking about what they're gonna do with it. As long as that man's alive, there is no reason to even think about discussing it, because if you think he's gonna go to these lengths just to spite his own son-in-law, then what makes you think he would just be like, oh, after all this, let me sell my creation to a business and then be hands off with it. Get real.
I'm going to block Frank's Pickleberry ass. Blocked. Okay.
He's very angry today.
He is very angry
I'm
today.
not going to block him. I'm just going to leave him. What is kind of the spaceman? If you want to be entertained, watch NWA. I was laughing now that Velvet Sky is getting louder on commentary and yelling, why are the ROH wrestlers not allowed to invade? What's going on in NWA that their ROH wrestlers really invading? Is that
Well, I
happening?
mean, ROH isn't really anymore, so they're just released and coming to work.
Yeah,
They're not
that-
really invading. There's not an invasion angle.
That I know. Bobo's in the house. Sonic the Hedge Rat. Jinder Mahal's in the house, and also the big Josh Hinkle. I love this guy. He's sweet. He's a sweet guy. He says even though the product of WWE is poop, it's shit. Even spelled backwards, it still will be poop. I agree. Can somebody explain? He's right. I gotta get one of those. Can anybody of you, one of you guys? This is not part of the 3 count, but I'm just. So, AEW has been basically picking up fucking contracts everywhere, right, guys? And ROH goes down. So now you have all this talent, EC3, all these guys, you know, what's the guy? Black Machismo, and Danhausen. Is that his name?
Danhausen. He's the hottest free agent.
Yeah.
Don't they
Very
already
nice,
have
very evil.
Vet? Don't they already have a skinny painted face 4'3" guy?
Danhausen's a
AEW?
little bit bigger, but
Is he?
But I see your point.
I heard he's like 6'6", 300 pounds. That's what he puts over. What is he? Is he a comedy wrestler? Like, can
Yes.
somebody explain Danhausen to me?
Danhausen is a comedy character wrestler, sir. He's very nice, very evil. He collects teeth. You should watch his stuff. He does great character work.
In his matches, he just has regular matches, though. Yeah. It's not like he does like. He's not like Orange Cassidy or like a Toriano or something. He has regular matches, but his character is comedic.
Is he any good?
He's all right.
So my question to you guys is this: now that WWE has all these releases, I mean, is there like a fucking chance that? How do you spell this guy's name? Danhausen. Is it all one word?
Media got it here.
Danhausen. Danhausen. They're not going to sign Danhausen, bro.
You don't think so?
No. Look, they had the Fashion Police. They had the New Day. They could have done interstitials with like this. They had fucking Aaron Stevens, and they just let all these guys go. Look at what they're doing with Johnny Gargano and India and all those guys now. Like they're not interested in a guy like Danhausen. They don't want to put on programs like that.
You don't think so?
No. Anytime anybody catches fire doing something that the WWE doesn't want, they get rid of him.
This is him, right? Danhausen. This is the guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's him. That's the guy.
Very nice, very evil. Yes.
He's very nice, very evil. And this is the same guy.
Yes. With his fiance.
Not a bad looking guy.
Yes.
He's actually kind of handsome. I'd hit it.
So he's like the Great Value version of the Demon?
No.
I'm just I mean, I'm just wondering, like, so all these guys that were, I guess, depending on the fact that they were going to, I just can't stop looking at this guy. That they were depending on the fact that they were going to get jobs with AEW.
What about
this?
Warhorse? There
what
we
about
go.
this
Warhorse.
piece of shit? That guy
Warhorse.
stinks.
Whorehouse?
That guy's terrible. I remember people were putting him over like he was the next big thing. He's just bad.
I heard he ruled ass. I don't know.
He does rule ass.
All the
He
ass.
rules. Yeah,
All
he
the
was
ass.
hairy. He rules his raw.
Playable in Retromania Wrestling, now available on all consoles and PC.
We still got to
agree with
play
Mike.
that vet. We got to get up and play that.
Oh no, we got to. Well, I'm waiting for the DLC. You know, when we
Oh.
can get Chris Bay, playable Chris Bay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yojimbo.
Yojimbo is here.
Night Wolf. Fatality.
Hold on, guys. Yojimbo. Okay, I feel better.
You made it weird though.
I'm sorry.
A little
All
bit.
right, guys.
Hold on
Let's.
there.
We're gonna jump.
Oh, hold on. Before you jump to next.
Go ahead. We'll have one more story. That's it.
I know, but you mentioned Bobo earlier.
Why?
I have to thank him for this clip that I have right here.
Okay.
I suck that cock, you know.
What was that?
Yeah, I suck that cock, you know.
Oh my
Is that
goodness.
Colin?
No, that's not me. I would
Little
never say
deeper
such
voice.
things like
Oh.
that.
Oh, so that was Bobo.
No. I was slightly Puerto Rican-ish.
Who
And
put that
whiter.
up? Who put that up
Yeah.
originally? Because I didn't see anything on Twitter.
Interesting. I have my contacts.
I thought I showed
Rob.
it to you.
Rob, listen to me. Who put it up?
Who put it up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this is a perfect segue I'm gonna find out. Fucking assholes. Keep doing the hoo-hoo thing. Good, do it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You fucking puppets. Look at that. Look at that vet. Fucking losers. Backstage update on WWE. Up, up, down, down, holdout. Xavier Woods. King Xavier reportedly makes little to no additional money from Up, Up, Down, Down YouTube gaming channel that he basically built and WWE stole. As reported Tuesday, and this was yesterday, there are reportedly behind-the-scenes issues with WWE Up, Up, Down, Down channel, as many of the content creators have stopped creating content in solidarity with channel founder Woods due to a feeling that he's being taken advantage of by a bad deal. It was noted that the creators do not plan on posting new content until Woods gets a better deal from WWE. The report stressed that this does not mean the end of Up, Up, Down, Down. And ideally, things will resume as normal if the situation is rectified. This is what fucking this is it. This is their fucking MO. They take good shit. And is that a fucking what are you eating? A cotton candy? What is that?
Rad Rob is secretly Mugatu from Zoolander.
This is Lily. Everybody say hi, Lily.
And Lily just fucking rung my ears.
She doesn't like you.
I don't like her either. Actually, I like her way more than you. I love dogs.
I can ship
so,
it.
So WWE does it again. Do you remember back in the day when this young are you trying to eat through that fucking mask, Colin? Are you stupid?
I can eat through the mask, sir.
What are you eating?
You got the whole
eggs and Italian sausage that was just delivered to me by the Fiend.
Right
Where
on.
is she? Where is she?
She just left. She's not coming on the show, right?
Why not?
Because we're live.
Is Ben ever going to show up? By the way, I've been waiting for him to come on. That's really the only.
I think this is all a fucking.
Does he owe you a paycheck too? I'm just got to cut you a check.
So WWE, I don't know if you guys remember Zack Ryder. Remember that guy? Ben, do you remember that guy, Zack Ryder?
Never heard.
He was some dude from Long Island, jacked, handsome,
Yeah.
pretty, relatively talented, super charismatic. He had a YouTube channel, and WWE took it over, and it's gone. They've done this several times to multiple people. Xavier Woods has. I'm going to go to Rob first because Rob, you are a gamer. You do have your channel. Please plug it and put it over real quick before we continue.
Twitch.tv/RadRobGaming or RadRobGaming on YouTube.
My son likes your Mario. What is it? Mario Maker videos.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
He's a big fan of that. And I'm like, no, this dude's a total kid toucher. But listen, I don't let him watch you anymore.
It's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So, I'm kidding. As a game enthusiast, as somebody who runs a channel, what do you think first? What did you think of Xavier Woods' channel first?
Loved it before they took it over. That's how he got over, just like Zach did.
Right.
Puts out great content.
Zach Morris?
Yeah, Zach Morris.
Okay.
But you're right. Like anything, WWE doesn't want anybody to get over on their own, right? So they have to, take a piece of it and say that, oh, that's ours now. Yeah, he's one of our stars. And look what's happened to it. It's really unfortunate because it's a good channel.
Great channel.
Xavier never should have let them do that. But how much of a choice did he have?
Did we not know that this was going to happen though?
I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner, to be quite honest.
I think they kept it under the wraps because everybody was saying like everybody was worried most about Woods' channel and the amount of money that he was blowing up, and that's when the WWE decided to kind of as more stars were doing it. But you would think he would have worked in something like knowing like, hey, this is like his lawyers must be terrible because it's like this is what my product is worth before you guys take it over and take this much from me. This is what I want in compensation. And he should have just quit. Just done his gaming channel. He would have Kenny Omega and those guys in AEW would have welcomed him over in open arms and he would have been over. His sex tape was very over. That's how he started in, out.
I'm sorry.
Rob, why are you touching people's PS5s with your Wii? Okay. That is inappropriate.
Vet is also a game aficionado. Vet, did you ever have
I need bleach. Does anyone have bleach?
Vet, did you ever have the opportunity to watch this channel? The Up Down Down channel with Xavier Woods, where he would bring in other wrestlers to challenge in the game, so on and so forth. Did you ever watch this channel?
Yes, I did, and I noticed one day it stopped being recommended to me, and that must have coincided with them taking it over. Because when I was watching it, I never even knew that they actually took it over until right now when we were talking about it. I just thought, oh, I guess I'm not getting recommended through that algorithm anymore. But maybe that's why. But, you know, like you guys have already touched upon and like we've touched upon before.
Opined. Right.
The WWE opined, as it were. The WWE just shuts fun down, you know, so that's basically, you know, what we're seeing here. And everybody's an independent contractor until it comes time for them to get a piece. And then, you know, then the wording in the contracts gets a little hazy. But, you know, that's the thing. They're not doing anything with you. Well, I can't say that. That's not true about Xavier Woods. They're definitely doing stuff with the New Day. But in a lot of cases, you know, they're just kind of holding you hostage or whatever and paying you for no good reason. And then you got to do stuff on your own just to not be bored to death. And then when they find out that you're doing it and making a profit off it, they're like, you know, they're doing the Uncle Sam meme, like, where's my cut? You know, and then, yeah, it's weird, but people like this can make a comfortable living, and it's telling them to shove it. I'm disappointed to see Zelina Vega go back there, to be honest.
Right.
Like I thought she should have not. You know what I mean? Regardless of what they were going to do with her husband, like she should have just not done it, because it should be as simple as, I don't have to take any bumps and I can make a lot of money. And I don't need to just go and sit around all day and not be used, right? So I think a lot of people would feel like that. And a lot of people did start doing, you know, Twitch and gaming streams and stuff I don't think they did it because they were hurting for the money. I think it just gave them a creative outlet. I mean, you're a creative person. You're not allowed to express your art like as a performer in the company you work for. So instead you just find other outlets to be interesting. And you know, even that's not good enough. Nope. Take that away too. So I feel for all these people, but people have got to like start voting with their wallets when it comes to WWE.
Exactly.
You know, people got to stop buying tickets to go see this shit. They got to stop giving them money. They got to stop paying for I would say pay for Peacock, but shit, they're giving Peacock away every chance they get. Nobody's paying for that. You know, quit buying, you know, friggin' Charlotte Flair mugs, you know, just stop giving them money and eventually they'll get the message, you know.
I don't disagree. I'm just going to go to the chat before we run through this, unless you guys have anything to say. Rob, you're muted, sir. Maybe you might have to select that microphone, but I'll go to Colin. Colin, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
All right, fuck you, Colin. Rob?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I have nothing to say.
Okay, Colin, back to you.
Moose, and Moose.
Okay,
That's all they need. That's what the WWE should go out and get Moose.
Nope. Don't.
Moose versus Roman Reigns.
Stop
Absolutely.
it.
Yes.
Nope, don't do it.
Stop it.
That's a great idea.
Colin.
That would be a great idea if we didn't live on Earth.
He's right. He's
Elizabeth says, from a Department of Labor standpoint, I'm not sure how they keep the contractor status because they totally don't pass the contractor test. I'm feeling very accounting chick today. What do you think of that, Rob?
She's absolutely right.
What do you think of that, Vet?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like you're in a position where the WWE feels like they've got these guys over a barrel. It's like their dream job that they always wanted. When they get the job, they realize it's not what they thought it was going to be, but it's still providing a livelihood for them, so they don't want to bite the hand that feeds them. I think a lot more of them should start biting the hand that feeds them, and you're seeing it. You're seeing it.
So, Yohimbo says, man, I need to catch up on watching Impact. No, he doesn't. Isn't that right, Vet? Why not?
What?
Why does Yohimbo not actually have to catch up on watching Impact Wrestling?
Oh, why does he not have to?
Right.
Because he can just watch the Impact Attack every early Tuesday morning with Colin and Brandon and special guests sometimes. Like we had Billy Ray Valentine on this week, which I said would never happen. And I had to apologize to everyone live on the air. You get to see a live vet apology. Where the hell else could you ever see that but right here on Hameen Media Group?
Yeah, that was over with me. I got to be honest with you. And what is that? Who's that on screen? Moose. Moose. Sorry. It just makes you feel better, right? You just hear it playing?
Yep.
Oh. Moose. I should have played
playing the right one.
Why not?
You should play the one with the follow-up.
What follow-up?
The only way Moose should be brought to the ring.
Are we really doing this?
My balls was hot. I understand.
That's how you do it. That's how you do a Moose theme song, Big Ray.
And we serious like a lake period.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for NXT 2.0. Rob, you gotta tell me how I can get the echo here live. Anyway,
We all want to go big, then say that. Ho!
ladies and gentlemen,
We doing big things.
it is NXT 2.0 for November 9th, 2021. Another one. You got that, Colin? Anyway.
Another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kick the show off with a ton of shitty women's wrestling. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. So shitty that on a spot where one of these fucking idiots she does a cool little kick to the fucking face of Gimmick Joanna, right? Knocks her down. Then she tries to slingshot herself into the ring. And what does she do? She hits the fucking top rope and falls on her ass. This is this match. Ladies and gentlemen, Io Shirai, who's hot, Casey Catanzaro, Caden Carter, the K-Sounds, right, Bet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Versus Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan. All right, let's stop right there. Let me just stop right there with Gigi Dolan. It's been some time. So we are going to rate this butt. We have 4 people, ladies and gentlemen.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
So we'll go around. Colin, what do you rate the backside of Gigi Dolan? He's stroking his stupid mask.
Go back to me.
Oh, you fucking idiot, Rob. What do you rate the posterior of Gigi Dolan? Wow, Bobo gives it a 7.
He's googling her right now.
Yeah,
Rob is.
he has no idea. Nobody knows who this person is.
Wait, hold
on.
Oh, 6 to 8.
What?
That's quite a window. You're gonna have to narrow that down a little bit.
6 to 8. That's a big difference. Yeah, it's a big difference. A 6 could be the girl fucking buying bread, moving the cat off the bodega cat, and then taking the bread.
That's like the old George Carlin joke. I never fucked a 10, but once I fucked 5 2s.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
what are we talking here?
For me, I'm thinking it's got to be like, I'm thinking 9-ish.
Yes.
At least. Really good for her body fat percentage. Most of the body fat is located in the butt, which is where you'd want it. But she's, she seems to be like a naturally lean girl, especially in the neck area. She kind of has that Kristen Ritter long neck hot chick thing going on.
She definitely has an ass that could make the
main roster.
Hold on.
Well,
no.
You guys.
I mean, that's totally a
main roster
ass right there. What do you think, Red Rob? You think that ass could
main roster
the WWE one day? There we go.
All right, let's take a look at this thing.
Well,
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Cakes, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's flip it. Let's Can we zoom in here? How do we do that? Look at that. Rob, seriously.
That's a lot of ass.
That's cakes, bro.
So you had no idea who she was, did you?
Absolutely not. No.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
All that junk inside
your trunk.
Oh wow! Hold on 1 second. This is even better than that. Hold on, I got to share this with you guys. We're gonna share the screen here.
Don't you love how Ray learned how to use StreamYard? Like,
hold on. Yeah, but hold on. No, don't.
Who's that dude? I can't see. Oh, it's Gigi.
That's Gigi Dolan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did her ass get bigger lately? Then
No, Tony Storm.
I know who Tony Storm is.
I take this over Tony Storm any fucking day.
Tony Storm's with all respect to Tony Storm, who I love, but as the fairest man on earth, I have to say it's a little bit of wide and flat.
You are not the professor.
Professor says CGI. He believes that this is not a real ass.
Possible.
That's a huge ass. Anyway,
Tony Storm has a Hall of Fame ass.
Yeah.
Like I said, a little wide and flat.
I mean, I'd take it.
No, yeah, of course.
You know, I mean, if she give it.
All right,
give
chat.
it.
Chat,
Anyway,
let us know. 1's in the chat for Gigi Dolan's butt. 2's in the chat for Tony Storm's butt.
Right.
Let's see if we get.
We got about a
some
window of
1s
2
in the
minutes.
chat.
Let's do a window of 2 minutes. Let's throw it up there. Anyway.
Well, just for the record, though, guys, come on. Total package? No, there's no comparison. It's got to be Tony Storm all day.
Easy. Because Gigi Dolan does look like she kind of fell off, not maybe the ugly tree, but she fell into the ugly bush a little bit.
Speaking of asses, if you want to hear Brad's butt beauty, you can hear about the butt beauty of the week on Brad Shepard Unleashed every Thursday right here on Hameen Media Group.
You know, I was listening to the last podcast with Brad Shepard, and I like...
Which Vet didn't like, by the way.
You didn't like it, Brad? Vet?
I didn't say anything about that.
Okay. I didn't think he did, because Vet doesn't do that.
Stand-up guy. No, he didn't say anything about it.
You're full of shit, Rob. Why would you do that?
Just kidding.
Don't kid.
All right. I kid because I care.
A lot of 1s in the chat.
A lot of 1s. Who's the 1s for again?
Tony
Tony
Bobo
Storm.
with the 2 for Gigi. So Bobo's a Gigi fan.
Yeah. But anywho, and I like the fact how Brad kind of just denounced every fucking bullshit. Like, because it was funny because they were like, "Oh, you're not a cop." And he was like, "Well, yeah, actually, I was." And he broke down all the stories. And you're a little guy living in your mom's basement. He's 6'6".
Yeah.
6'6". He owns this house. Like, I love
married with children. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sure a lot of people. Well, Rob, how many times has somebody said that you're an actual turtle person with no family and no friends? Colin, right? He's a piece of shit.
Okay.
Where is he?
Right.
He's a piece
I mean,
of
he
shit.
totally is a turtle person. Look at him.
All right, so Vet, let's break this match down, buddy. We got Toxic Attraction to win by pinfall with a Cobra Twist slam by Gigi Dolan on Caden Carter. There were a lot of mistakes made during this match. A lot of mistakes. And let me start off by bringing up to you that one mistake that I talked to you about, where we had Gimmick Joanna with her neck draped over the Schnabitz rope, and then fucking who was it? Was it Gigi or was it the other one? It was the other girl. It was not Gigi Dolan. What's the other girls in this? They all look the fucking same. JC Jane. She goes to do a cool slingshot move into the ring for no reason. This is when keeping it real goes wrong, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And this is the example that I think me and Vet have been talking about, where you do too much. There's no reason. Just fucking get in the ring. Vet, please break this down, sir. And what did you think of this match? We'll go around table.
You know what? Well, let me say something nice about the match and the ladies.
A lot of twos, by the way.
They did a lot of stuff, and they did it a little too fast. But I felt like they tried to keep it exciting. And most of the problem when I see anybody really, but it seems like it just maybe coincidentally especially happens to the ladies. I see them trying to remember what their spot is.
Right.
Like I can visibly see it on their face. I didn't really get that much here, even though they were definitely doing spots that were pre-planned, but they ran through them pretty quickly and it looked more natural than usual. So I'll give them the props on that. The part you're talking about though is where she tries to do like a roll in slingshot in somersault thing.
Right.
You know who does it is like Ali, right? Ali, the from I don't know what show, SmackDown, I guess now.
Muhammad Ali,
regular Ali, Mustafa. However they decide.
Mustafa, yeah.
Mufasa.
I forgot because he was Mustafa Ali, and then they dropped that and just called him Ali for a couple months, and then they gave it back, which that usually doesn't happen. So, shout outs to them for giving him his first name back.
Yeah.
Maybe Cesaro can be Antonio Cesaro again one day. So he does that thing where he slingshots in and he rolls in and comes in and does a neck breaker, right?
Right.
And it looks kind of smooth when he does it, even though it's unnecessary. And this was just Jason Jane coming in, taking a flat pack, laying there for a second, and then having to get up and make everybody look bad. So, yeah, maybe don't. Maybe don't do it.
What does that say? What does that say for wrestling right now, Colin? Where you have all these fuckers just. It's like somebody doing a cartwheel and then throwing a punch. Your thoughts, Colin? Yeah, you laughed. Go ahead.
The state of wrestling is just well, what are we expecting from NXT now? Because now they've basically come out and said that it's developmental. So now we're gonna see they got rid of girls like a Taya Valkyrie and a Mercedes Martinez that could go each and every week to give us Gigi Dolan and JC James.
Don't put Mercedes Martinez in there, please. I don't care who knows her and who's friends with her.
And Casey and
shit.
And the K sounds in general, right? Like they think this is great. Is it because they see all the botches on AEW that they think that they should put botches on their TV and it's going to make the ratings go higher? Is that what it is? Like they think that AEW people will watch AEW right? Because it's terrible.
The AEW botches Twitter account is totally over. So I would.
It's one of my favorite follows, to be honest with you. I don't hit the alert bell on Twitter for much, but for their channel, I actually do.
But I mean, if that's the case, then Botchamania should be like the highest grossing television show YouTube channel of all time. I mean,
until Tony shut them down, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Is that who shut him down?
Originally, yeah.
Tony Khan?
The one and
no
only.
Fucking way.
Yeah, he's an asshole about that type of stuff.
They were ribbing on SmackDown for years, dude.
Yeah.
He would have to put his YouTube videos up picture in picture and sometimes mirror the images so that the algorithms wouldn't get taken down.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm sure they have stooges fucking watching that shit because they have guys watching it. I mean, how hard is that? Hire 2 guys or have 2 guys that are not doing anything that bring you fucking coffee. Hey, do me a favor, watch 2 hours of YouTube, which they probably do anyway. Just watch the Botchamania channel. That's easy. But anyway, listen, guys, we move backstage. Excuse me, no cough button, and we get Pete Dunne, vet. Pete Dunne is interviewed backstage, dressed like a child. Your thoughts?
I wrote down in my notes Pete Bun with a B.
With the hair bun gimmick.
Mm-hmm. That's all I wrote.
I mean, we get Tony D'Angelo. He says he wants to make a name for himself, and they go face to face. Any thoughts on that?
What? When? Here?
Yes.
This wasn't here.
Yes, it was. After the Toxic Attraction, Pete Dunne his interview backstage. He said, I'm sorry. He says if Tony D'Angelo wants to make a name for himself, he knows. Oh, that's right. And then Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams, they come in and they kind of get in his face. No, but by the way, Rob, do you watch NXT at all? Did you watch the show at all? Be honest. It's fine.
Yep.
Okay. Who's the babyface here?
Correct.
Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that guy.
Vet, is there a babyface here? Is there a bad guy and a good guy? Anybody we have a rooting interest in?
Not really. It's basically they're playing against. Do you think that the 2 actor thugs from Malibu's Most Wanted are better than the small English tough guy?
Hey, did you know, guys? This is to Rob and to Colin, the masked one. Every time those 2 guys we talk, are you touching each other? Anytime those 2 guys are on screen, we play this.
Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Gangster Rapper Posse member.
Mr. Gangster Rapper Posse member.
That should be their fucking.
I remember those. Those commercials were great back in the day.
They were great, actually.
They were.
That's
Hey, you know, Rob, I have a good idea for a show.
Sure. Because I don't do enough, right? I only do fucking 6 shows already.
Had Rob reviews commercials.
How about 80s commercials?
Let's do it.
80s and 90s though, because you
80s
got to think
well,
the
you can do
Budweiser
two-
commercials
but
came
you
out in
can
the
do-
90s.
You can do 2 shows.
It's true.
Yeah.
Great commercials
I'm
in
down.
the 80s.
I'm down. Vet, you want in on that?
No.
All right. Yeah, right. That's a good idea.
That is straight up swiping right now.
You know what? You want to know what I'm doing as a shoot?
What's up?
I was scrolling down my entire list of notes here, seeing if there's anything I have to talk about on any of these segments or matches or anything.
Wow. No
I was like looking. I was saying like, what's the first thing I actually have to comment on here?
The vet has more to say about Impact than he does about NXT. I'm speechless.
Don't be speechless because there's
Impact
not much.
be listening.
You have to
Or-
review the show. Can we just bullshit? We just make this whole thing like.
We're gonna run through this quick, man. What do we got here? We got all right. So we got Kaylee. Oh God, Kaylee Ray makes her entrance, but before she actually wrestles, so they do an entrance, right?
She walks past Toxic Attraction. Toxic Attraction's going back, right, and then she's coming out for her entrance, like as if they're hitting the the wrap it up box on Toxic Attraction.
It's like the Oscars when the music starts playing,
Mm-hmm.
and fucking De Niro's still talking. Oh God. Anywho, but we get an MSK vignette. I'm gonna go to Rob first. Rob, I'm sure you know of MSK. Apparently, they've been traveling the world looking for this shaman. So they went from being really cool and funny on Impact Wrestling, right? They go to
Not
WWE.
really,
well, they were pretty over with me. Anyway,
Yeah.
the '70s show gimmick.
Yeah, you.
Then they go to WWE. They strip them down, make them kind of serious and an angry young group or whatever. They get booed, and now they're back to goofballs. Your thoughts on this whole fucking little vignette we saw here?
So I like them personally, but word is through the sheets that they're being harassed by a particular section of the crowd and being booed by Izzy's parents and their whole mob there. I don't know if you want to get into that at all.
Yeah,
but,
sure. Break it down. Break it down.
Apparently, some words were said about Izzy or maybe her parents several months ago.
We spoke about that, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and they took that personally. And apparently, every week since they've been, they sit in the same place every single week. And if you guys don't know who Izzy is, it's little fangirl for what's her name?
That's the vet's future favorite wrestler, by the way.
Current,
sure.
in the current top 20.
Yep, and a podcaster, by the way. Too.
Well, I have a question for you, Rob.
Yeah.
So WWE can take signs away from fans,
right?
On a Halloween episode of Raw or SmackDown, whichever one it was, somebody came dressed as the Fiend, and they actually told that person to take off the mask, but they can't remove family members that are fucking disrupting the show.
I don't get it either. I really don't. I don't understand it. Maybe Vet
They're
knows.
not even family.
Well, they're she's more over than they are, and they've been there longer than MSK has. MSK's been there for a cup of coffee. Izzy's been there. She came with the building, so
well,
I wouldn't.
Let's say that we have to blame the rest of the wrestling community for Izzy's egomaniacal ways, because when Busted Open is inviting her on the show and treating her like she knows a minuscule amount of wrestling more than what you do, that's an issue. It's an issue when you're bringing an 11-year-old girl on and being like, tell us everything you know about wrestling. We really respect your opinion. Like, she's one of those kids that her parents put her in the forefront and are making money off of using their kid. And her dad almost got his ass kicked by Lince Dorado. Like, Lince Dorado is a real killer. Went to a BJJ tournament over the weekend and won gold. Was waiting for dude to show up so he could choke him out in hilarious fashion.
That would be great.
And of course, Izzy's dad never showed up. So,
Vet, what do you think?
Well, you cannot blame, sins of the father and all that. I'm not going to hold that against Izzy. Izzy's kind of like, she represents what this business is supposed to be. She had that wide-eyed innocence of what we're supposed to be as fans, and we're watching her kind of grow up, and she just so happened to be in the public eye, and she's doing her thing with it. And you know, I support Izzy, and I don't really care about her parents as much, but you know, it's always been a dream of mine to have Izzy on the Next Level Wrestling review, and maybe one day that'll still happen.
I don't blame her at all. I mean,
whoa! Is this a shoot? Are you serious? Vet?
Isn't he always? Is he like the
yeah. Okay. All right. Continue, Rob.
That's all I got to say.
No, it's just sad what they're doing to her, and knowing the pettiness of Vince McMahon. If Vince McMahon was still alive by the time that she was trying to get into wrestling, he would so hire her just to bury the shit out of her for the antics that she's done. Like, she doesn't realize the bridges that she's burning or potentially burning with her actions, and what type of shit could be rolling downhill on her when she gets a lot older from kind of the things that she's doing now.
I always find it funny how Colin talks so authoritatively about stuff that he barely has any idea about.
Right, he Googles everything.
I Googled nothing. If I'm Googling anything, I'm looking at my my fat Robin Hood account.
I'm looking at my stocks. Yeah,
looking
Buy
at
yourself
that
a
money.
fucking gold-plated car.
Money I'm making off of Roblox, bro.
Prove it. Buy me a gold-plated car. You have so much money in your stocks.
I will.
Go ahead, asshole. Do it.
Christmas is coming, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
I do like the rack, Ray. Just to kind of talk about the whole vignette, I actually enjoyed it, even though I didn't see it.
Who's rack? Okay. Cough button. All right. So we get a Kaylee Ray versus Saray, and I've mentioned this several times that Saray is basically just an enhancement talent now in Impact Wrestling. Kaylee Ray wins by pinfall, but Vet, listen, man.
Saray's an Impact already? Oh,
not
shit.
Impact, whatever.
I didn't even check
NXT.
I gotta get on Wrestle Inc.
She will be. Vet, listen, man. Kaylee Ray, the last 2 weeks has been smashing fucking plates. You know, hitting fucking old tube TVs with hammers and shit.
Mhm.
You know, throwing VCRs across the room. She's fucking wild. What is she? She's unleashed and shit. Did you see anything unleashed about this fucking white pasty nobody?
Speaking of Unleashed, you can find Brad Shepard Unleashed every Thursday right here on the Hameen Media.
Stop. Brad doesn't need your
which I
plug.
did not disparage in any way.
Not at all.
What do you think of this this unleashed version of Kaylee Ray, which is just Kaylee Ray?
Yeah, it looks like the old version.
Same shit. Anything different? Nothing different, right?
Except she's mad now, right?
She kind of did this all the time.
Can we skip this?
Sure.
I thought we did.
Okay, Joe Gacy interview backstage. He says every
Can we
single
skip
one...
this?
Okay. We get Braun Breaker.
Who?
Braun. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm his friend on Facebook, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah, good.
I got him before he got famous. So anyway, Rick Steiner Jr. Rick Steiner Jr. Or Scott Steiner Jr. The judgment is still out there. For some reason, he looks a lot more like Scott than Rick. I'm just putting it out there, dude. But anywho, we Braun Breaker, dude. That little promo that he cut was just fantastic. I think. Your thoughts?
I love it.
Are you hearing that, guys?
A little bit of feedback, or
yeah. Okay. All right. I thought it was just me. Boa. Shit. Boa is unleashed, guys. Boa has face paint now. He's like the Great Muta Charlie Brown.
Speaking of Unleashed.
Oh, stop. Please.
All right.
Would you just what is that? Brad Shepard Unleashed. You change your name to that?
But with an arrow pointing towards Rad Rob.
Oh, that's how cool. How inventive. So Boa is so fucking so now in the middle of this match, guys. I go to Vet, if you could just maybe mute and unplug and try to plug in again, because it's really getting loud, if you don't mind, brother. So check it out. So Boa, right? Thank you, bro. So Boa, you guys are all still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's like really quiet now.
Right.
So Boa, he comes in and he's in this match. And when the lights flicker, Rob, you watch this.
Yes, sir.
What happens?
I know this one. Hang on. You know what, Ray? Look.
Can I give you a hint?
I don't want to step on your toes, man. Why don't you tell us what happened, and then I'll give you my thoughts after that.
You didn't fucking watch the show.
He just
did
stepped
you?
on his dog. He doesn't want to step on your toes.
I just want to hang out with you guys. That's all. I didn't watch this
That's
crap.
fine. So you didn't watch the show. Just say I didn't watch the show.
I didn't watch the show.
I know
All
what
right,
happened.
Stupid fucks. Go ahead. Please go.
Tiansha.
No, she's not there no more. She was on the toilet.
Oh,
she fell into
then
the
check
toilet.
out Brad Shepard Unleashed.
Oh shit! All right, so
every Thursday right here on HMG.
Here's the deal, okay? Boa gets possessed in the middle of the match, so he's already kind of possessed, right? But when the lights flicker, apparently he goes through some type of convulsion or whatever, and then he does the whole.
My camera does, yeah.
But, hey, Vet, was that the tongue and death grip that he used?
Maybe. How close is China to Tonga?
Anybody?
China's dead, right?
Yeah, she died a long time ago.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't think they were close at all.
Too soon. Anywho, so basically, the match ends by a disqualification. The referee actually counts to 5 because Boa doesn't release the tongue and death grip or whatever the fuck it is. Why is every Asian on this show, by the way, doing karate? Anybody? Okay, these fools. For those doing a podcast, are just making karate movements with their hands.
We can all
Post-match.
do death grip, right? It's really just that, right? Is that the proper technique right there?
Yeah, but you have to turn it. You have to turn it up.
I thought it was this. Isn't it like the shocker? This shit is over. The shocker, guys. If you're married, throw that into your fucking marriage.
Well, let me tell you, if you guys are listening to audio only, you are just missing the time of your life.
This is incredible.
No idea. You have to watch here every Wednesday on Media Group on YouTube.
Post-match, Joe Gacy looks into the camera with madness in his eyes. He says, I did it for us. I did it for... Don't do that, Colin. Stop it. Stop touching me. Anyway, we go to break. We come back from commercial, and we get Sola Sikoa. He's interviewed. And Grayson Waller and LA Knight, they end up rolling up on this brother. And guess what? They fall into a fatal three-way or a three-way dance or whatever the fuck they call it. So it's going to be 3 of those guys beating each other up later on. We'll talk about that. That was very interesting. The Creed brothers, Apollo and Austin Creed. Yes, the Creed brothers, Brutus and Julius. They face, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? Before I get into this, I gotta put this over.
There we go.
Yeah, well, I should have had this fucking thing queued up, but this is possibly the greatest. What do you think of Jacket Time there, Robert?
Who?
Oh, Jacket Time. The greatest tag team ever to grace the halls of NXT.
Yeah. You never heard of Jacket Time?
Ikemenjiro and Kushida.
I know who Kushida is. The Back to the Future dude.
Time to take off your pants and Jacket Time.
It's Jacket Time! Kushida! Ikemenjiro! It's Jacket Time! The following is a tag team match. Introducing Kushida and Ikemenjiro. Jacket Time!
Bro, that is Vet, you being a fan of Chinese karate wrestling from Korea. What did you think of their new theme song?
I don't like the fact that Ikemenjiro's talking all through it.
You couldn't really hear that too well, right?
I heard enough.
No, I'm serious. Like, it wasn't really clear.
I mean, I kind of heard it, but, my point is, I feel like he should just say Jacket Time once and then stop saying their names of the guys. It's weird.
Keep talking.
I agree.
That's really the most input I had on this whole segment here.
Okay, I got a little more of an HD version of this, so the fans who haven't heard this amazingness can actually have the chance of hearing it. Here we go.
It's Jacket Time!
Right there. See where he's saying Kushida and Ikemenjiro is Jacket Time? Cut that. Just the one. It's Jacket Time at the beginning is all they need.
So they don't need the Ikemenjiro and the
No, because the announcer is going to say their names right after. It's fucking dumb.
It's redundant.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Kenny Omega? Do you think Kenny Omega loved that shit, dude?
I thought the vet couldn't stand. Knock over his table. Hearing that music.
Last time I saw Kushida, he was a heel. What the hell happened there?
Kushida is a heel.
Wasn't he like doing this like angrier version of himself at one point? Maybe.
No.
Fucking never. He's
Really,
Kushida.
never?
He's a good
Well,
guy.
I mean, you may have caught him getting retribution on somebody that had done something to him.
That might have been it.
He's maybe you were watching through a different time space continuum because he is the time traveler guy.
That's true.
Vet, did you like this theme song? Besides that, though, did you like the no? You don't like Jack?
The themes are pretty generic lately. It doesn't really hype me up.
What do you think, Rob? What do you think? That not Rob, Colin.
I enjoy anime music like this, and it gets you. It's like it's happy, it's poppy, it gets you going.
Wait a
you wanna
minute.
Dance.
Don't talk
I'm very
about
surprised that the vet doesn't love this with as much anime and stuff.
That's
like
what I'm
that
saying.
That he watches.
Well, because this is not anime music. This is a white person's idea of what making fun of anime should sound like.
I think you're right. Vet's right. Rob, please the Vet's right button, please.
A white person wrote Nakamura's theme song, and it was the greatest theme song ever. Okay, can I get the correct button for Nakamura's theme song being the greatest theme song ever?
Don't hit that, Rob. Don't you? Don't.
Made by a white man.
You know what?
Wasn't CFO two white men?
No,
So,
Colin.
Even better.
You know what, Colin? You do get a button.
Dummy, yeah.
I got my own button to play.
Can we all chip in and get Vet a Roadcaster for
We
Christmas?
need to get Vet a Roadcaster.
I started
dude.
GoFundMe or
We're
something.
gonna get you a Roadcaster, Vet. They're not that expensive.
But you can't put Vet's looks. His glares don't really transfer onto a Roadcaster, and that's really what you get with the Vet.
You know what's funny? The Vet smiles a lot more on the Impact Attack, so I'm starting to think it's me.
He smiles on RTW Rewind a lot too.
A lot. And here, just angry, doesn't want to be here.
I kept trying to tell him it was you, but he just said, "No, Ray's a wonderful guy. He would never."
No, he didn't put me over that way. He just said he's all right.
He did. I was there. He said Ray's a wonderful guy, but
He did.
and then
He
trailed
said it.
off.
Yeah, he didn't really finish the thought, but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was
Vet,
like,
let me
"Ray's
ask
a
you a
great
question.
guy."
Vet, this is very important. Vet,
Yeah.
in a straight shoot, who goes over, Superman or Omni-Man?
Omni-Man is.
See, he hadn't even watched.
Which version of Superman? Like, isn't he
Original.
Is there a yellow sun involved?
Clark Kent on planet Earth. They're both on planet Earth.
And Omni-Man is.
Fuck my life. Rob,
Is that the guy from
Invincible?
Invincible, yeah.
Oh, man, who
Omni-Man.
cares?
Omni-Man's been around forever.
Whatever, man.
He's Marvel's version of Rob.
I don't like.
Who goes over?
He said Marvel's version. Whoa, who's Marvel's version?
Omni-Man. Isn't he?
Are you confusing something?
Oh no, I'm thinking about fucking what's his name? Fucking with the lightning bolt in his fucking chest.
Shazam.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
All right, fatal three-way: Shazam, Omni-Man, and Superman. Who goes over?
Goku.
Rob.
Superman.
Really?
He's the
He
Man of
lost-
Steel.
But he lost to Doomsday. Didn't Omni-Man take out?
There's a lot of
Doomsday?
things stronger than steel. They got to come up with a new catchphrase for him.
Am I right though?
He's stronger than Kevlar.
Did Omni-Man take out Doomsday quite easily?
Muhammad Ali took Superman out back in the 60s.
Yeah, but Superman had he bought himself down to a
a
regular
horse
human.
took out Superman
Boxing's a work, so.
in the 90s.
Shut up, Rob. I mean, you vet. You fucking cock, dude. I'm at work listening to the show, and I'm listening to Rob, I'm listening to the vet. There's so many people here. I'm listening to vet, and I just want to fucking I'm like punching in the fucking earbud in my ear. So angry. You're terrible. So you think
watch that
MMA?
UFC fight?
So you think MMA is not a work, but you think boxing is a work?
No, I think MMA's got some worked fights in there too, but that one fight that proves that the Fury Wilder fight was a work.
You know what's a work? The other day when I was making love to my wife, and she's like, "Oh God, it's so great!" And then after we were done, she's just fell asleep. What? Colin, you know what that's like, right, buddy? All the time.
Yeah, I usually fall asleep after I hang out with you too.
How many different names does she call you? And he's frozen. Okay, just bang.
Nobody's frozen here.
You're frozen.
I'm not frozen.
Is he frozen, guys?
He was for a second. For a second.
Mr. Roboto. All right. Anyway, Creed brothers go over. They win the fucking match. A little distraction here and there. That's. Do you think this hurts Jacket Time there, Vet? That they lost this match, their first fucking tag team match.
Yeah, they're done.
Okay, they're done.
It's a wrap on Jacket Time.
But we got a run in by Mark Henry Jr. He comes in, saves the day. Odyssey Jones. So we're gonna get a fucking 6-way tag team match next week. I know it for a fact. Toxic Attraction are interviewed as they're leaving the arena. Mandy Rose and Kaylee, those. Anyway, Raquel Gonzalez comes in on the Undertaker's motorcycle. I got to tell you something. To hear me out.
Oh boy,
kind of sexy. Am I off, Vet?
I mean, she's had a motorcycle before. You didn't mention it.
I know, but there was like, I don't know, maybe it was the way the jeans on her, or the way her hair looked, or.
Dude, you're asking somebody that likes Shotzi.
Oh, Shotzi's the shit.
How could you say that about poor Shotzi?
I mean, from the neck down, she's all right, but the tattoos kill it even more.
At least they're taking her tank away. Me, that was horrible.
You give a lawnmower.
They're taking money out of their pockets. That's what they're doing.
Oh, stop it,
dude. She's a look. You can say whatever you want about Shotzi, and you have, and you will, and I have, and I will. But the fact is, that's of anybody that's ever been a wrestler, she is a merch machine. And they fucking killed it. Like right away. They didn't even wait. They just said, no, we don't like money. Stop all this now. So.
But what is it about Shotzi that makes you so enamored with her?
Yeah, like what is it? Is it like she looks easy? Is that what it is?
No.
It's the tank. He's attracted to the tank.
No, she didn't always have the tank.
She didn't. So what is it? Like seriously, what is it about her?
No, really, it's a legit question. Like, what do you like about her?
Shotzi's a fan, man, and she's doing what she wants to do. I can't hate on it too much. It's hard to explain because you guys are sitting there talking about, oh, she's not good in the ring, as if anybody these days is good in the ring. Who cares? You know what I mean?
AJ Styles.
You like who you like, and that's fine. But it's weird how technical wrestling comes down to it when you don't like somebody for whatever reason. What's that?
I don't know. I think Colin farted. I don't. For me, it's not a technical thing. I just don't. I mean, I don't see the sex.
Well, you don't have a reason why you do or don't like anything. You just say stuff.
Like I Google it.
Sometimes, if you bother to do that.
Yeah, guys. We've got Bobo says that he thinks Vet bought some of her poop pics back in the day.
Did you?
No,
you
didn't. Cujo says the number one thing he looks for in a woman is paralysis.
That is over. I dated. I had a friend that dated, not me, a young lady who was paralyzed from the waist down. He was in love with her. It worked. So Raquel Gonzalez comes to the ring. She cuts a fucking promo saying she wants Dakota Kai, and I'll go to Vet first because Vet actually watched the show. Vet, Dakota Kai with the fucking twitch, she is horrible, just fucking awful. Her hair looks terrible.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
What did you think of this, man?
Rotten.
So guys, Robin and Colin. So Dakota Kai is now coming down, twitching and fucking. She's overplaying the. Can you explain it a little better than I would? Because you have a much better vernacular when it comes to breaking it down there, Vet. Like, what's wrong with this?
She's just overacting. I don't know how else to say it. This happens a lot though. Like this is like WWE theater. I don't know how else to.
Kind of like Damian Priest on Raw now. Isn't he doing like this weird snap fucking gimmick when he gets pissed?
Yeah.
Like that's Vince McMahon, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody ever
Isn't that
did
what
that
Mankind
well?
used to do when he'd come down to the ring, where he would like twitch and like mess with himself and stuff?
Pull his hair out.
Well, you could buy it when he did it, and you kind of got the sense that was Mick doing that, not someone telling him to do it for some marketing reason.
Well, you got to blame The Rock now for everyone. I think we talked about that, for everyone going up on the top rope and smelling the air and posing and all that stuff. So Maybe it's Vince like trying to get her to go out there and twitch. It'll.
That's like blaming everybody for putting their hands up when they're coming off the top rope and blaming Macho Man for that.
Well, I mean,
stupid. That was dumb, Colin. What you said.
Everybody does a leg drop because of Hogan. So
nobody does a leg drop. Thank you, Vet.
Nia Jax does a leg drop.
Nia Jax isn't working right now.
In the unemployment line.
Can I say this? Can I say this about Nia Jax
right now? What happened?
Can I say? I just want to. I haven't had a chance to really voice my opinion on that release, and I think that was the greatest release of all time. I think they should have released her 2 years ago, maybe even longer. She was the worst.
It sounds like you got a release after she was released.
No, well, I did. She's bad attitude. She thinks she. I mean, from what I understand, she thinks she's better than fucking everybody. She's getting over on being The Rock's cousin.
She's Samoan, so yeah, she is.
Come on, man.
I mean, they're all related, aren't they?
That's just racist.
Aren't we all related, Big Ray?
We are, technically.
All right, so anyway, Cora Jade comes out. She's adorable, by the way. She wants to fucking beat up Dakota Kai, but what's her name? The big Mexican chick says, "Nope, I got her first." Anyway, we move on.
Mexican chick. Okay, what I said was racist, but then let's.
He's Puerto Rican. He can say it. Okay, right. It's okay, Rob. He can say it.
I can say that.
Hernandez.
Puerto Rican.
Yohimo.
All right, guys, we're about to go. Oh, did I do this wrong?
Where are we going?
Hold on. Where are we going?
We have to enroll.
Then you shouldn't have said it.
Hold on.
Clearly
we have to apply. We have to enroll. We have to matriculate.
Why is this not?
I'm trying to buy Ray time.
Can we just say where?
Get your shit
It looks
together.
like I need to
Get it
open up
all
my
together
wallet
and put it in a
and get-
backpack.
so Ray
all
can
your
have some more
shit,
time.
so it's together. Get your shit together.
I'm interested here because for some reason my little. Let me see. You can't hear that? Oh, that's why. Hold on. I'm stupid.
To the moon. Woo, yeah!
You know, this Rodecaster is great, but if you're not paying attention and you hit a certain button, you just don't know you did it. Cameron Grimes versus Wu-Tang. And
Wait, whoa.
Oh, the Grizzly.
Whoa.
God damn it.
Whoa. Were you gonna? I thought you were queuing up Chase University.
Oh.
Jesus, Ray.
Did you just try to go over one of the only things that we like on this show?
Did I?
I don't know. Did you? Or was it an honest mistake? Of course, it was a mistake. It could. There's no way you would have skipped over Andre Chase.
Ladies and
no
gentlemen,
chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Chase University after this 5-second commercial that I have to kind of talk through, and here we go.
Welcome to Andre Chase University, a place of higher learning. My name is Andre Chase.
The greatest.
And today's lesson focuses on 2 words: mental toughness. 2 words that can mean the difference between success and failure. Whether in the classroom, in the ring, or in life, Andre Chase University breeds winners. Show of hands. Who's a winner in this classroom? Everyone's hand should be up. You've got to visualize your success, but it all starts with mental toughness. Anything can throw you off your game at any time. And once you lose your mental focus, you are doomed for failure. Question.
So are you saying the issue with the microphone last week took you out of focus and that's why things went south?
In my opinion, Mr. Chase was just frustrated with the technological issues. He was trying to educate the audience on guts, and quite frankly, he wasn't able to get his message out. He was kind of doomed from the start, you know?
That's exactly what I was going to say to you, Gabriel, you dumbass. How dare you come in here, half asleep, with your head up your ass, and question my mental toughness?
Sounds like Colin.
You don't deserve to be in here. Get your ass up and get out of my classroom.
Get out, Colin.
Quit lollygagging and get the hell out.
Throws his book bag.
Thank you for your diligence and your attention to detail. Any further questions?
Greatest segment in 2021. Bet your thoughts.
Yeah, so it sucked.
Shit.
We definitely heard that it sucked. We couldn't see that it sucked, but this is not the quality standard that we're used to from Chase University. So already this entire premise is just down the toilet and they're completely out of ideas. This is like a sorry rehash of the very first thing they ever did with this. Like they already don't know what to do with it. So, figures.
Colin?
I enjoyed the breakdown that you just gave. I enjoyed listening to that. The one time that I caught it when I watched, I didn't know who Chase U was, but I enjoyed the segment of him standing up there yelling at people. And I think I would enjoy this segment as well. I enjoy the vignettes. I enjoy the backstage stuff that they do. But just like I mentioned earlier at the top of the show, don't let Chase get this over, because they're gonna drive him into the ground if he gets if any of these like vignettes that he does gets over. It's gonna be just like the Fashion Files, just like anything else that we've seen that's been fun that the WWE just here you go, have some of it. Now give it back. Not ever gonna get it back again.
Now, Rob, I don't know if you know, but this is basically a recreation of what preschool was like for Colin. Did you know that?
Of course, I know that. I mean, I know everything.
I still have my textbooks from preschool, right?
Do you?
Yes.
What do you got there? What is that? I can't read backwards.
It's a pre-K book, complete book of grade pre-K. Look,
Why is there not a non-binary child on that
I got
cover?
things
What's
to
going
draw. I got letters. I think this is a pig. I'm not sure.
Colin
I'm
is a
Could be Nia Jax.
Oh, Vet.
Wow, Vet with the heat.
I'm learning how to write.
Colin is a scholar, right? Did you know that?
This is all from Chase U.
He's learning to get his PhD like Dr. Targo.
Chase U's a lot like Phoenix University, right?
Well, who has his PhD in NXT?
And that textbook cost $380.
Yes, it did.
By the way, I enjoyed this segment from what I heard.
Thank you.
Regardless of what Vet says.
Thank you. Well, let me ask you a question, Vet. What do you think about the grizzled young veterans stealing cell phones and ordering Grubhub and then fucking stealing the food and eating the food? What the fuck? What the hell was that?
What was that about?
I don't know.
And yet another wrestler filming their own crime. Just so we all have documentation of it. It's a epidemic in the wrestling business these days. Rotten again.
Rotten. Okay, we'll move on from this rotten. All right, so we got Cameron Grimes, who actually defeats Wu-Tang Clan, hits him with the cave-in. All right, that's.
Oh, I have a note for this.
Oh, please.
Not the match, the post, right? So Duke Hudson comes out and he's got a shirt now.
Yo, I was thinking that. I was like, why is he wearing a shirt?
Right. And on this show where we like to review butts, like, I know he's a guy, but dude, he had a donk. What the hell was going on? 9 out of 10 for Duke Hudson in this suit. Just got to throw it out there.
He looked really good. Rob, for I don't know if you know this, but Duke Hudson has a poker room. And
Is that what they call his butt? They call his butt a poker room?
No, you idiot.
Oh. The Vet was excited about his butt, and you're talking about calling it a poker room? I don't know.
Party in the front, poker in the rear.
Yep, exactly.
This
guy gets it.
This podcast is just going right down the shit. Well, it's been down the shitter. Anyway.
I will say one thing, Ray. I will just say one thing. You had the power to keep them in the waiting room.
I did have the power. Or did I?
He speaks the truth.
I'm not He-Man. Okay, so Duke Hudson confronts him next week. So next week, right? They get in each other's face. Check this out, guys. You guys didn't watch this, Rob and Colin. So they get in each other's face, and shit's getting fucking heated, and they're fucking yelling at each other. And I'm gonna fucking kick. Next week we're gonna meet in the ring for a poker game.
I'm all in on that.
Vet, your thoughts?
On Rob's joke, it works on several levels. For one, he's saying he's all in because it's poker, and that's a poker hand. Two, that's a subtle jab at AEW, which Rob doesn't take subtle jabs. He throws wild haymakers, just uncontrolled. So there's layers to that humor that Rob's putting out there. That's my
I'm a
review of
multi-
Rob's joke.
Is
Thank
this a
you.
fact,
That-
Vet? What
that is
Cujo
fact.
said? Says you've admitted on multiple occasions that he checks dudes out. Do you, Vet?
I kind of check everybody out, man.
Okay.
What about
That's
Monzo's?
part of part of being like involved with a cosmetic business. Like you just size up everybody that you see and just like, I don't know if he'd make a tryout. You know?
It's funny because I remember going to like there was this pool, the FDR pool. It's a beautiful pool, huge, upstate New York. And I used to drive there, and I used to just go in, and I used to change for like 3 hours.
It's a little more effort than I'm willing to put in, but
I never jumped in the
Thanks for
pool. I would just
thanks
leave.
for sharing with us.
Yeah, I suck that cock. You know.
Yo, Rob, you fucking man banger. Stop it.
Oh, that deserves an MSG laugh.
MSG coming to New York City. I'm actually going to be hooking up with him, not the way Rob usually does with truck stop guys, but to look at the tree, Christmas tree, soon. All right, so okay. Grayson Waller, the boxer, versus LA Knight versus Solo Sikoa, and of course Solo Sikoa wins this match. Any notes on this, Vet?
Yeah. So is this where they're having the match or where they're getting ready for the match?
Is there a difference?
A little bit.
All right, so
because we saw Solo hitting the street light, excuse me, the heavy bag. I'm sorry, they don't have street lights indoors.
No. Well, they do,
but not the big tall,
not the
street
ones
lights,
like the New York City ones that homeless people shit on. Right, got it.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Okay, so Media M5 says he's going to be in Staten Island the 23rd to the 29th if you want to grab a beer. I wouldn't mind doing that, but I ain't doing it in fucking Staten Island. Staten Island's the shits.
Go to Mary O's.
Yeah,
Media
come to
M5.
Manhattan.
Go to Mary O's.
You come to Manhattan, and I'll buy you a fucking beer. It's not gonna be a good one. I'm actually gonna go buy myself a good beer at the bar. I'm gonna actually go to the corner bodega and buy you a fucking Lightning 50-cent beer, warm. Just came
Ray,
out of the
apparently
box.
the chat is shorting your stock. Your stock is falling.
What does that mean?
Let me check my stocks real quick.
Can you schedule your hookups like off the air, please?
All right,
Like,
so
they're sitting there commenting on me checking guys out.
Indy Hartwell and Persia Parata are interviewed backstage. Nobody cares.
Persia who?
Persia
Well,
Parata.
Who is that?
We care because Tony
D'Angelo.
Yeah, he comes in and gives Indy a fish wrapped in newspaper. You guys know what that means.
They're gonna eat.
Maybe. You know, it'd be a shame to let the fish go to waste, but no, I think it has a symbology in mafia culture.
And that is?
He's dead.
Oh.
Dexter's dead.
Okay. The God of the Phantasma is walking backstage, and Elektra Lopez tells Zion Quinn she hope he's watching. So this happens. Elektra Lopez beats up on Erica Yan. She's Asian too?
Doesn't sound like it.
Erica Young. Yeah, anyway, she wins by pinfall, but now after the match, she basically, so remember, Vet, we've been saying week after week there is various types of sexual harassment, and we have some here, right?
I think so. Like, she's aggressively thirsty at Zion. But everybody's watching and there's cameras on. So, got to respect the boldness.
Zion Quinn grabs her after clearing the ring. He spins her around and holds her tight. She looks very sweaty, that girl.
Shiny.
Very shiny, guys.
Yeah. A little uncomfortable.
A lot of lip sweat. Anywho, let's move on. There's nothing really. We go to break after Pete Dunne makes his entrance. We get a commercial. After commercial, Kyle O'Reilly is interviewed. Boy, I'm getting tired of reviewing this show.
It's really bad, right? There's hardly anything to talk about. We're just saying what happened.
I've heard nothing of any substance.
Even if these guys did watch it, I'm sure they wouldn't have anything to say because there's really nothing to say.
The only thing I got excited for was jacket time, and that's about it.
Yeah. It wasn't that exciting in the end.
Chef Fandango, her face is shiny as fuck.
I mean, You're not wrong.
Rob, you got to hit that. It's Chef Fandangle's right. Carmelo Hayes versus Pete Dunne.
Well, I do want to say, though, Ray, before you quite move on from that they did put over the foot on the rope during the pin thing that you pointed out. So
they did.
So of all the things that all the details that they care about that mean absolutely nothing, that's the thing they decide to carry over.
Colin is the Brandon of this podcast today. He's gonna put that out there. Just sitting there with a stupid mask on his face.
Sorry, Buckshot Kid wants the Moose theme song, so we're going to give it to you while you break this match down, Big Ray.
Carmelo Hayes versus Pete Dunne in the main event of the evening. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Vet, I'm going to be honest with you.
Please do.
I was writing the notes for this show. I had my phone and the actual match going on.
Mm-hmm.
I really wasn't paying attention. I do know that Pete Dunne wins by pinfall, hits the bitter end.
Mm-hmm.
Can you please break this down? Because I was totally disinterested, could not give a fuck about this match.
Oh, it's funny you say that because one of my notes is just the word yawn in all capitals. There was a
You're in the chat.
Sonic the Hedgehog that's music to my ears.
God on
very
high.
nice. So there was you guys will be interested to know that there was a whoop that trick chant during this match. So big fans of Terrence Howard in the crowd there. They didn't end up getting a hard out here for a pimp chant, but
who's the babyface here?
Oh, I believe it's the guy that the white guy. Dexter Loomis joined the commentary. That was scintillating. So
NXT has been getting harder and harder to watch every fucking week. Remember, Vet? But last week I said that it's starting to feel like it's work.
It is, and it's hard enough to watch the show as is, but then when you just think about the fact that none of these guys have a future in the company, it's even worse.
Look at Buckshot Kid. He says the most obvious thing anyone's ever said on our show. It's funny. Impact does the same thing. Play themes over. You know something, buddy?
But we shut that down. We shut it down.
Colin,
what?
You do know that that playing that terrible music in the background distorts what we're saying, right?
No, you can still hear everybody just fine. I know how to play with the faders so that you don't play it so much over people's talking. They should still be able to hear you and the music.
Okay, well, I'm gonna start playing.
Right?
I'm gonna start playing some music production. Shut the hell up.
Just remember, Colin, that Impact has decided to fade it all the way down now, so it's not a relevant joke anymore.
Sorry.
I appreciate
glad
it.
Colin and I are here, like to spice up the show. Like, otherwise, this would be a really boring review show, right?
No,
it also would have been over.
We would just
earlier.
be in the chat goofing off, Rob.
That's true.
I mean, we make it. Me and Vet make it work. I think, right, Vet?
Yeah, but they're again, like I said, it's getting harder to make it work because they're not giving us anything.
It's bad.
Like, I can't critique this show because nothing they did was so bad that I have to sit there and talk about how bad it was, and nothing they did was so good that I can sit here and praise it. Everything is just short attention span, just 30 seconds here, 2 minutes here. The longest thing I think they had was this match with Pete Dunne and Carmelo Hayes, and that shit was boring to me. You know, like, this would be a main event on some indie card in a barn somewhere. But for this, I just want a little bit more. And sorry, not getting it.
Yep. We are getting less and less ever since Vince McMahon stuck his fat face into this fucking show. It's gone to shit. And look, Ben Hameen always says stooges are out there, stooges are listening, so on and so forth. If there is anybody that works for WWE that is actually going to take time to actually watch this part of the show, which I highly doubt, but who knows? Maybe we hit the lottery there. Yo, the show stinks. It's bad. And we can't use, it's like getting a product, right? And they pay you to review this product, but it's terrible. I wouldn't feel right telling the people to use this product if it's gonna like if I'm selling a lawnmower 2.0, the shit that fucking shaves your balls, right? and I shave my balls, and every time it shaves my balls, I'm getting fucking bumps and nicks and fucking. I'm gonna tell people to use it. It reflects poorly on me
because you're not using the ball shaver deodorant.
And, Jesus fucking Christ, Colin, that's not the point I'm making.
Oh, it has a 3.0 now, by the way.
Yeah, this isn't a Manscaped ad.
What if it was?
Ray would have really nicked up balls.
But
yeah, so like we said, even if there was some way that they could try to make this entertaining, we all know that these people have no future. Like, every one of those 18 people came through NXT. Some of them never even made it out.
Them were champions.
Mm-hmm. So, like, what are we supposed to get out of watching this? Is this supposed to be like do they think they're giving us a cool sneak preview of the future? They're not doing. They have no idea what they're doing, basically.
See, before. Okay, I'm sorry, Vet.
Oh, I just wanted to say, man, dude, I just got around to listening to the last Jim Cornette experience, and he broke this shit down. If you guys aren't listening to the Jim Cornette podcasts and stuff, regardless of what you think of this man's personal politics or whatever, but when he talks about this kind of stuff, when he breaks down like what has happened to NXT and what you're seeing, like, I mean, he's basically speaking for me. I feel like when I listen to him, I'm like, yep, I can't put it any better than that. So I'd rather just direct you to him because he's been doing this stuff forever and he knows exactly what's going on.
Is this a fact? No, I don't think so. It's a straight man, right?
You never know.
Jim Cornette's gay? Anyway, who cares? And if he is, he's still a great wrestling mind.
Yeah, it doesn't change what he knows about wrestling. It's just, but yeah. Well, actually, his speaking of Manscaped, his ad reads are the funniest thing about his show. But that's neither here nor there, as Ray would say.
Sure. Well, listen, guys. It has been a thing today. I really don't know how the fuck you guys got on.
You know damn well how we got on.
Rob, please put over and pontificate on anything you would like to promote.
Yeah, do you have enough time?
Yeah, go for it, dude. This shit can run for like 3 hours.
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RadRobGaming. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/RadRobGaming. I stream every Tuesday night and Saturday night at 6 p.m. Central. I also host RTW Main Event, my comedy podcast with Dr. Ocho and El Barba Maximo and the host of the Mark Spend Family. That drops every Thursday anywhere podcasts are found. RTW Rewind, whenever I feel like putting out a show. If Vet is never free to do it. That drops on Sundays right here on HMG. Also on Thursday, Brad Shepard Unleashed, the new podcast from the Heat Magnet social media master, Brad Shepard. That drops every Thursday right here on Hameen Media Group or anywhere podcasts are found. Fridays is Uncanceled with Drake Wirtz, former NXT WWE referee Drake Wirtz, who was fired for his beliefs. He's letting it all hang out. Is our political, faith, spiritual-ish podcast where we talk about current events, mostly just COVID, which will get you banned from YouTube. Shit, I just got us banned. Fuck. All right, sorry, Ray.
Sorry, it's fine. I'm used to it.
Straight Up 5 with Johnny Petraglia Jr. is my bowling podcast, which I know the Vet is a really big fan of. What the fuck else I got? Oh, Saturday, the Dork Side of the Ring with the one and only Husey from It's Husey Hello from the Creative Control Network. We talk about CM Punk and how much he sucks. We talked about the Falls of Jericho, his run in AEW. Why Vince Russo is the greatest booker of all time. This coming Saturday will be the revisitation of why CM Punk still sucks. You can check that out anywhere podcasts are found.
Do you have a fucking life outside of podcasting?
I also work a 9-to-5 job, and I'm a father and a daughter to a 3-year-old. Sleep is the enemy, and
are you 6'6" like Brad?
Only in the pants.
It's a lot of shit, dude. Anyway, Colin, what are you doing with your life?
Currently, I'm sitting here with you guys, wondering why the music and the background is so loud. I could barely hear Rob do his read. It's called production.
Okay, asshole, just fucking talk.
I mean, do you want me to do it again? I can do the whole spiel again.
Yeah, go ahead. I will pass my time to Rad Rob only to take it back and promote the stuff that I have to promote after Rad Rob is done. So Rad, hit it from the top, Rad Rob.
You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at RadRobGaming. Check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/RadRobGaming, streaming every Tuesday night.
Okay. So,
I didn't hear him say the C word.
I love you,
Colin. Put yourself over, buddy.
All right, you can find me at Colin Whitesong on Facebook at Colin Whitesong. You can find me each and every week at 12 a.m., sometimes 12:30 a.m. Tuesday with the vet and the hazy one, Brandon. Brandon's got the hazy camera. It's over. It's over with the guys. Sonic, these guys, they love the hazy camera. Come check it out. Brandon doesn't say much, but when he does, it's very impactful, much like the Impact Attack here on the Hami Media Group YouTube channel. Also find me over at twitch.tv/The A Show, where I produce the most highly intellectual conversation each and every week with Aaron Stevens and April Hunter. It's highly intellectual, highly stimulating, and sometimes Aaron they talk about poop, and that's even funnier. And Aaron breaks out his Julia Childs impersonation, and
nobody worth to remember wants to know if you can do Impact about this time.
No, we're all working at this time.
But you can watch the replay of the Impact Attack at about this time on your own time.
On the live
sure
tab.
can.
On the live tab at the Hobby Media Group YouTube channel. Also, like I said, twitch.tv/The A Show, patreon.com/The A Show. And actually, I was interrupted during the show because April and Aaron are trying to plan our Festivus episode, December 23rd.
All right, shut up, Colin. Hold on, had to take a breath. All right, go. Continue, Colin.
/.tv. Oh, sorry, I kept going. I didn't even notice that you had taken me off the show.
Yes, I should. Yeah, you know what it is?
It's a Festivus miracle. My pointing doesn't work now. You need to rearrange us on the screen so the gimmick works. Yes, there we go. Thank you. But make sure you guys, December 23rd, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Festivus. Come air out your grievances. 2020, 2021, it's all been a shit show. Come let us know how much you don't like Big Ray, how much you're worried about the vet checking dudes out in their butts and stuff. And we'll have a feat of strength. And Aaron may do his Julia Childs impression.
Now, how are you doing the feat of strength?
Anything, bro. Like here, I'll do a feat of strength for you right now. I'm going to
It's a Festivus miracle.
I'm gonna feat of strength. I'm gonna tear this paper.
Oh damn.
I'm out, bitches.
But fuck, man.
I'm gonna keep it straight with you. I don't know if I want any of you guys to find me after this, but if you must, at Opinion Haver everywhere, and some of these shows too.
This has been you can find me at Raymond Big Ray Hernandez Instagram, Twitter, and Raymond Big Ray Hernandez. Wait, Big Ray Hernandez Instagram, Twitter, Raymond Big Ray Hernandez on Facebook. Listen, I usually say this every week. I do this for a living, but if I could, I'd do it anyway. Why? Because I love talking wrestling, but I don't. I'm starting to not like talking wrestling. I'm starting to rethink my format of this show, Vet. The Next Level podcast may not have any NXT. We might read the results. That would be the first 5 minutes of the show.
I don't even know if we should do that.
I don't know. I mean, I might just rebrand this the 3 count. We'll have to think about that moving into 2021. But I have to say, the only reason I enjoy doing this is because of our friends in the chat. You vet. I love chatting with you, bro. You're one of my favorite people. Rob, you're a fucking cocksucker, but I like you too. And this prick. Colin, you back? Oh wait, do I have to move it over?
Did you just tease the Wednesday Locker Room 2.0? Big Ray?
The Wednesday Locker Room is no more.
Hashtag WLR 2.0.
But I'm wondering, today is 11/10. is there a possibility that the 11-11 boys will be around? 11-11?
I think they did something recently, didn't they?
Or 11-9.
Interesting. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week here, I think. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, it will be... Come on!
It's a Festivus miracle.
Fucking Kramer. See you here next week, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe. I don't know. I'm fucking done. I hate NXT. Don't touch me, Colin. Stop touching me, Colin. Stop touching me, Colin. Colin, stop touching me. Goodbye, folks.